Generic greetings and welcome to Beverage plus Democracy 3 once again. Today's beverage is... quite nice. A nice cup of rosy lee. Obviously, I'm going to pick a cup of tea because in this video, I'm going to be playing as the United Kingdom, so it would be heretical to pick something like coffee or something. Shoulda. Anyway, Democracy 3 is a game about democracy. As you can imagine, it is Ron Seal. It does what it says in the tin. The thing is, I shouldn't like it. Now, the reason for that is because it is, well, the theme is democracy and politics, which boils my piss most days, and the gameplay can be described as a mix between Eve and an Excel spreadsheet, so it's basically dials, sliders, numbers, and charts. So again, I shouldn't like it, but I've got over 20 hours played on this thing, and I featured it several times on the channel before, and I think last year, my summary video of the end of the year, I voted this the best game for, I think it was something like the game I shouldn't like but actually really do. I give it that award because it is a really interesting and fun game, but I haven't played it in quite a while, but for various reasons, and I'll go into those in a moment, I reinstalled the game, and I thought, you know what, I basically got back into it, and I've been playing a couple of hours since then, so I thought I'd enjoy a quick beverage with it, and obviously show you a little bit of it as well. Now, I've got a couple more DLCs installed since I last played it. I've got all three DLCs available, so I've got Social Engineering, the Extremism, and Clones and Drones. As far as I remember, Clones and Drones adds, like, really high technology, weird stuff. Extremism is just that, so you can, you know, get basically like racist stuff and all sorts of things like that, and like gun control and mess around with that one. The Social Engineering, I'm not quite sure. I think it just adds a couple more sliders and buttons and policies. Either way, I'm going to jump in and I'm going to do something a little bit different. I want to try and go the opposite of generally how I normally do something. Also, you can go to your awards here, and you can see the sort of thing, basically these are all awards that I've got, but you can actually get different awards for different things like Socialist Paradise, God's Kingdom, you can create God's Kingdom and things like that. The one I want to go for, at least try, is go for Oil Demand, which is basically you have to build, I think it's about a 60 or 70% demand for oil, and basically raise the amount of oil up in there. You can also go for things like Military State and things like that. I want to basically try and get a couple of these achievements, and for lack of a better term, roleplay it, and I've done that several times. If we go to the compass here, I've reset it a couple of times, and also this only shows you the gameplay since I last reinstalled it a couple of days ago, but I tend to hover close to like sort of the liberal area, so mid-liberal or right down here. Basically, it depends on what day it is, to be honest with you, and as I said, I've reset it, so I've played it different ways, so socialist, capitalist, conservative. I've, for lack of a better term, role-played it and tried to go full one way, one the other, that sort of thing, and also done it for the awards as well, just to see what happens, because it is a game after all. But in this one, as I said, I'm going to try and go for the oil one, and generally go against what I generally personally think. But anyway, let's go for the United Kingdom. We want to be the People's Front, apparently, and we're going to be versing the Reform Party. I say versing, although, yeah, I guess it is versing. It is versing, because that's what I think the parties think these days, to be honest with you. When I originally heard about this game, I thought, it can't be easy making a game out of politics, but politics is pretty much a game anyway, so yeah, it's a pretty easy port, isn't it? Anyway, so, welcome to your job as Prime Minister. The lives of all 63 million plus change people are in our hands. GDP is in the tank, unemployment and crime high, health, education and poverty are in the mid-ground. So, as I said, I want to try and increase our oil demand, which is over there, just for the crack, just to see if we can actually do it. Let me have a sip of beverage here. For those who've not played this, or have seen me play it, basically, it's, you could argue that the objective is just to play and have fun, and I think that's what it is. Some people say, oh, it's about getting re-elected, and I actually like that. I like the fact that there's always two sides to the game. The game presents things very well in that, and, you know, you could argue that the game is to get re-elected, and then, you know, obviously some people would say, well, that's a bit short-sighted, blah, blah, but you know what? Overall, you know, I think the objective is just to keep playing and just enjoy it. But the way to sort of win and get re-elected is to make all of these different voters here. So you've got wealthy parents, conservatives, basically make their approval go up. And as you can see, currently farmers, environmentalists, and the retired like me. Capitalist trade unions and middle income do not like me. But if I mess around with some of these, hopefully we'll go up. But I'm going to try and go a bit weird. I'm going to sort of cancel all things like recycling, cancel all that policy, things like that. Cancel things like green energy, and then start introducing things like to increase our oil price, make that go up, oil supply as well, things like that. Now, obviously, we can also do things like increase road building and go for like more trains and cars, and then that'll make the oil demand go up, and I have no idea what it'll do. I know for a fact that it'll make our asthma epidemic even worse, but we'll see how this one goes. Now, The reason why I reinstalled this, by the way, is because I was talking to a couple of people the other day. They were in the house, and there was a family member and a friend of the family, and one of them's 67, and one of them's 72. And they're on about these typical people. They just mourn about everything, and they're on about the country and blah blah blah. And I said, well, if you can do better, why don't you try? I've got this game, and and they went, okay, let's have a go. And both of them, they're not very computer savvy, so I was basically there translating. I was in front of this, playing the game for them, and basically saying, what do you want to do? Oh, we want to do this, this, and this. And it was a really interesting experiment because some of them, one of them rather, was, oh, we need to do this, this, and this, and they did it, and then the economy tanked, and they went, oh, I can see now why this is the case. And the other one said, I want to do this, this, and this, and then halfway through went, you know what, I'm not going to get re-elected, let's go for all the popular stuff. And it was a really interesting thing to watch, because both of them started very hard line, want to do this, this, and this, and they knew what they wanted to do, but by the end of it, they were thinking, oh yeah, and it actually made them think, and I genuinely think that it was a learning experience. I just wish that more people would be like that. It's pretty good. Anyway, I'm sort of rambling on here. I'm not actually playing the game. Right, let's get this oil demand up. So what we need to do is go to recycling, and we will, actually no, we'll go to green energy subsidies. Where's pollution controls? We want to, I think, probably alter that. Is that there? Green energy subsidies, clean energy subsidies. If we mess around with that, what messes with oil demand? Let's have a quick look. So oil supply feels in oil price, and oil price will alter food price and go into GDP. And oil demand is energy efficiency. So oil demand is reduced by energy deficiency. Energy efficiency. Energy efficiency is science funding. So if we actually reduce science funding, we'll actually get less energy efficiency, which... Is that right? Yeah, so, yeah, that's right. So if we go to, hang on, let's have another quick check here. So energy efficiency. Science funding reduces, is currently reducing energy efficiency, in which case reduces oil demand. But if we say... clean energy subsidies actually increases that. So if we cancel that, okay, we'll cancel that. That basically means that there's not much clean energy going into that one, okay. Which means that hopefully that'll go up, right? Okay. What about fuel? Here we go. Petrol tax. What if we pretty much reduce that to 0, right? That will cost us 3.4 billion. This is stupid. I can't believe I'm doing this. Every time I do this, I have to think. I've got two bits in my mind going, no, that's silly. You don't want to be doing that. That's not what you want to be doing. But then obviously I'm trying to roleplay this thing. So, there we go. There's our political capital expended. So, we've got a bit of a surplus here. But I think what will happen is I'll be in my economy will be in the tank. So, stop and search. There's an urgent policy question. So, we can introduce powers to be stopped. So, basically, allow people to allow police to stop and search you on the spot. Now, I don't know where I personally feel about this one. The thing is, you can say, introduce powers, this will be a valuable weapon in the fight against crime and should have a noticeable impact on the violent street crime especially. If our citizens have nothing to hide, they have nothing to fear. And then leave unchanged is a very dangerous move. It's open to abuse on racial grounds and will go further distance police from the community. Our citizens should be free to go about their lawful business without interference from authorities. Now, I don't really know where I stand on that one because I've never personally been hassled by any police. I've never personally, like, smuggled anything or anything like that, so I don't really see any problem with it. But then you could argue that what if the, start again if it gets abused? But since, I think I'd probably lean toward it with the leave unchanged, but I'm going to introduce the powers because obviously I'm trying to go the opposite way. So let's have a quick look at our oil demand. Oil demand's going down. What have I done? Let's go. Oil price is going down. Oh my good God. How am I messing this one up? Air travel. We need to increase air travel, and that'll be international trade. International trade we can probably do by, I don't know, I guess it would be, how do we alter it? No, let's alter bus lanes. If we want to increase motorists. There's motorists there, and you can see they don't like bus lanes, don't like rail subsidies. Let's build more roads. If we max out road building, major new expansion, you can see the car usage will go up, which means oil should go up as well. We could also go for some oil drilling. If we go to economy, We can see we've got, where is it? I think it's further down the... Oh, look at that. A space program, which was always in the game, and then Mars program. I was playing this the other day, and I got assassinated because I was spending loads of money on a Mars program, and the religious people didn't like me because of all the things I introduced, and basically got killed. But, yeah, it was fun to play. Let's go for... Where is it? It's in economy. Surely it's in economy. Let's go for... There it is there. Oil drilling subsidies. We want to do that. We want to subsidise oil drilling, but it's going to cost us a lot of political capital. So I'm going to end the term. We'll subsidise political... We'll subsidise that. Crime is going down, which is quite good. I don't know why. Debt protection law... Debt collection agencies have been in the news because of their aggressive methods. So we can either limit their activity so they can basically do whatever they want and keep going, or we can allow them to operate. I'm going to say allow them to operate because, again, I don't know. I probably lean towards either way. But again, the thing about this game is that if it does one thing well, it shows you both sides of the idea. You know, I don't think it really comes down hard on one way or the other, although I've heard people say the other way. I don't know. Anyway, oil drilling subsidies. Let's max this out, right? We're going to put it to high. It's going to cost us 122 billion a quarter. That's gonna wreck our economy. Okay, so that's our deficit's gonna be 100 odd billion, right? But it should really increase our it should really increase other stuff. Let's go for our rail subsidies. We're going to reduce that right down the bottom. I don't have any political capital. I'm going to have to end the turn. Right, watch this. Our deficit is currently 19 billion. Our debt is 811 billion. But as soon as I've done this, watch this. This is going to wreck things. Superhero has appeared. Our credit rating has been downgraded. Our GDP is going down. Why is it going down? Because of crime. That's reducing it. Uncompetitive economy and technology backwater. They're still in place. I don't know why our GDP is going down. Credit rating downgraded, I guess, in general. Crime, productivity, is that going down? No, productivity is not going down, so that's okay. Let's close that one. Let's go for these rail subsidies. We'll reduce them down to none, so our rail usage should... let's have a quick look. It will reduce to nothing, but our commuter or motorist won't like it. So more, let's have a quick look. Requires adequate investment over long term. In the meantime, motorists will take offence. Subsidising system several years to affect rail investment. Yeah, well, that's fine. We can actually cancel the policy. Can we cancel it entirely? You can cancel it. Yeah, no rail subsidies. Okay. What about bus lanes? We can't cancel the policy, but we can reduce it to nothing. So again, bus usage will go down. Let me check the asthma problem. Oh, yeah, that's slowly going up. Yes, okay, right. Okay, so we'll end the turn. Oh my god, look at the deficit. I'm wrecking this thing. Our technology backwater is there. What I want to do, though, I really need to put in... right, the problem is we've got a technology backwater, right? So we really do not want to... It's weird because I want to reduce that because I want to make an economy based on oil, and it's not really going to work, I don't think. Not the way I'm doing it here. We could get rid of recycling, but that doesn't really cost anything. There's no reason why you can't. You can't just put that up to the top. See, it does help the environment, but it doesn't say... Let me cancel revert the changes. I don't think that affects anything other than the environment, which messes around with pollution controls. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think messing around with recycling or pollution controls will mess stuff up. GDP, this is reducing GDP. If you actually get rid of pollution controls, you can see GDP should hopefully increase. Let's do that as well. Right, we're pretty much out of political capital there. Let's end the turn and we'll see what happens. Appoint the UN ambassador. Unemployment is going up. Great, we're messing this up very well, aren't we? Right, so, appoint Regina Phillips, a well-known patriot, and will fight tooth and claw to get our interests represented. Or Steve Harris. Steve Harris is a popular figure on the international stage with a reputation for solving difficult problems through compromise. I think either would probably be alright. I mean, you could argue that all ambassadors want the best for their country, but then you also could say that if everybody's on a level playing field, then you definitely want someone who's going to come to a nice understanding approach. We'll just go for the hardline one, because why not? Right, so... how are we doing so far? Economy is definitely tanking. How is our oil... Oh my god, oil demand is going down. How am I managing to do this? How am I managing to do that? That is... Energy efficiency is going down. It's to do with science funding. What we want to do We need to get rid of our technological backwater, which overall is technology, science funding. Ah, see, it's I can't really mess around with that one. What's this one? This is labour laws. If I get rid of that, our productivity will go up. Can I cancel the policy? I can't. I'm just gonna put labour laws to nothing so we can get a lot of people, you know, just working and stuff. There we go. Let's end that turn. Credit rating downgraded. Crime is going up. Why is crime going up? It's because I haven't really altered the police force or anything like that, isn't it? Alcohol abuse going up. What we need to do is we need to start getting a bit of money in because our deficit is increasing like a bouse. Let's go for tax. What about how about plastic bag tax? Let's introduce that. That's been recently sort of, I guess, introduced in the UK. So you pay 5p for all your bags, which is fine. Whatever. Deal with it. It's 5p. Let's have a. What else should we look on? Punitive tax on superstores. That makes us see carbon tax. All of these taxes here. It's problematic. Health tax credits. See, I want to put things like airline tax in, but that airline tax will reduce airline travel. So how is air travel going down? What have I done to mess around with that one? GDP makes that go up. High earnings goes up. CO2 emissions go up. Poor earnings increase that. International trade. How can we increase international trade? I guess because our productivity is going up. Nah, can't be. Where's oil price? There's oil demand. So car usage is feeding into that. Oil demand is going down. Is it because of global economy? Let's have a quick look. Interest rates going up. Look at that. That's where basically my economy is messing it up. Global economy is going down. Why is the global economy going down? I don't know if that's something I've done or what, but either way, we need our oil supply. You can see oil supply is quite good. That oil supply decreases oil price. Ah, okay. Obviously, that's what it is. So oil supply is going up, right? Which should. I guess that should feed into oil price, and then oil price is actually increasing GDP. That's right, but oil demand is slowly going down. So I don't know how you would do that. How would you do it so you can increase oil supply but keep the price at the same level? I guess it would be, yeah, reducing all of the pollution controls and things like that, getting rid of all of that, and allow people to drill and do what they want. Although my deficit is so high, then I'm going to have to cancel this policy for now, because otherwise I'm just going to put my economy's already tanking, but yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see, what can we do now? Let's see what motorist stuff we can do. High car initiative, junk food tax, enterprise investment scheme. Gives tax breaks to wealthy individuals who invest their money in small startup companies based in this country. Let's go for that one. Let's max that out to maximum there. So self-employed and GDP will increase by a huge amount. And then we'll end the turn there. So we've now got a message from Mary Wood. She needs to talk to you. Apparently she got no picture as well. I don't know what that's all about. GDP is going up. Health is going down. Crime is going down. Okay, so we're generally in the right direction now. So GDP is slowly going up. Maybe that's due to oil price. Maybe let's have a quick look at oil price. Oil price is leveling off. That's a good thing. I guess because I was drilling so much stuff there, it was causing a bit of a problem. Could go for, what other things can we go for economy? Consumer rights, maternity leave, small business grants, give money to small businesses or setups. Space program we don't want, right? We don't want that at all, because obviously that will increase our science. I guess, do we want science though? We definitely need to get rid of this technological backwater, you see. And the only way to do it, you can either, technology is reducing it, or technology will cause it, rather. And creationism versus, technology will go, no, technology will make it go down. Creationism versus evolution will make it go up. Science funding will make it go down. Technology, how do we alter technology? It's through science funding, but sadly science funding will, it alters our energy efficiency. But that's gone down anyway. You know what, let's max out. It's really hard. How the hell do you get an economy based on just fuel? Based on just, like... I mean, I've done some difficult things in this game, but I don't know what you could do for that. Let's have a quick look. Business startup program, campaign. Business startup campaign, that'll increase our GDP. Yes, it will, and the self-employed as well. We'll do that as well. Okay, that's okay. International Fusion Reactor, International Fusion Research Project, that would be pretty cool. I've never tried that yet, but I do want to try that. Technology colleges would be quite good, university grants, Climate Change Adoption Fund. If we're going for an all economy, we definitely don't want that. What else can you do? Some of the stuff here is from the extremism stuff, so you can say like, where is it? I think it's in, is it Law and Order? Yeah, death penalty. Detention without trial. Good God, there's some really hardcore, hardline stuff in here, isn't there? Torture usage by secret services. I've never even noticed that one. Good grief. Compulsory church attendance. There was one that made me actually go, oh yeah, quite patriotic. There we go. National Armed Forces Week. Where is it? I can't find it. It might be in public services. Is it public services? Can't see where it is. There's one that's something to do with the national anthem. Oh, not national anthem. Schools. There's one that says national anthem before the news, which we do. You know, we've had that for a while, I guess. I used to have that, I guess, but they're not really there now. The fuel efficiency standards. If we put that in, we won't have much. If we do that, we won't be using as much oil. Bus subsidies, biofuel subsidies, car emission limits. We don't have that in place. How is our car usage going? Car usage will be increasing. Yeah, that's good. You know what? I'm just going to end the turn. Or recycling, do I put that right down? I think we're going to max it out, actually, because what we need to do is offset this problem with asthma and stuff. So there we go. End the turn. Curb banking bonuses. We can either restrict the bonuses for bankers or we'll allow them to do. We'll just say do nothing, then get as much as they want. Crime is going up, which is problematic, obviously. What I'll probably do is, I think we will go for a new policy here, and we'll go for a probably law and order, and we're going to give. Should we put police drones? Police drones, eh? Unmanned aerial reconnaissance vehicles, simple remote control planes that can be by the police, the eye in the sky. We could do that. We could do wiretapping. We could do all of this stuff. I guess instead, though, what we'll probably do is go for a bit of police force, and we'll just... that's going to cost us a lot of money. Revert the changes. Let's go for... community policing. That doesn't really cost a lot, but it really does reduce alcohol abuse and street crime, so we'll put that up. Also, we'll go for CCTV stuff, and we'll go increase that again. Face recognition, there we go. What about... what's that one there? That's legal aid. Oh, we're not going to mess around with that one. Or we could. What if we cancel it? No, if we cancel it, it's just going to... it's costing us 1 billion. And we've got a 34 billion deficit. What else could we alter? We could max out our military spending, which puts from 25 up to 42 million. The Patriots will really like us. Unemployment will actually decrease. State employees will go up. I don't know. I don't know if I can alter that right now. We need to... increase our... if we increase air travel, right, we need to increase international trade, and the way to increase international trade is, I guess, increase international trade. How about tourism as a campaign? Drone Strike Act. Global terrorism threatens the country. Drone strike on foreign grounds a safe way to prevent organised crime. Ooh, good grief, and terrorism. That's, yeah. Diplomatic service. Blah, blah, blah. Stay on the top of things in order to get the best from your country. Keep everyone involved happy. You may take some time to working. I don't know about that. Import tariffs. Import tariffs is problematic because it gives you some money, but it really messes around with trade. So I don't know if that's going to work out for my oil supply. Let's have a quick look back at that. Let's have a quick look at oil. Oil supplies going up and then slowly going back down again. Obviously because the oil drilling subsidies. Demand is going down and slowly going back up. How is motorists going? Let's have a quick look. Oh, as they rise, that's good. But I really need to increase my air travel. International trade will increase. GDP will go up. How do we increase international trade? Currency strength and productivity. You don't really mess around. Foreign relations. If we increase foreign relations, then that'll go up. Right, okay. So foreign relations, the way to do that is probably diplomatic service, okay? Max it out. That'll increase foreign relations. What about border controls? Currently we've got in Madrid, it's what is it? Like sort of low, medium? About 1/3. Yeah, 1/3, maybe a little higher. 2/5 the way up, maybe. If we max that out, you can see tourism go down, immigration goes right down, and Patriot goes up. If we say that, reduce that to nothing, random passport checks, doesn't actually cost us anything, and then it will increase more people. coming in the country. I can't really... I think... Basically, the more travel, the better. That's we're focused on the oil. We're focused on the oil here. A message from another minister. I don't really care. There's an urgent question that requires your immediate attention. We can say... Oh, whaling. Okay, resolution. We can resume whaling and responsible for a drop in the fish catches, blah, 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 so we can get more fish. Welcome boost to our economy. And whales are generally accepted to be amongst the most intelligent non-human species on the earth, blah, 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 blah. Let's just resume whaling because obviously that's going to be fun. Right, what else? How's homelessness? Oh, that's maxed that out. Let's go for welfare. I think welfare fraud department. We probably want to max that out. Now, I don't have any problem with welfare fraud department in real life as well. You know, there's nothing wrong with welfare, don't get me wrong, but welfare fraud, big difference. Just fraud in general. Let's get rid of that. Let's we're going for increasing recycling. That's fine. What about tax for things like tobacco? Let's increase that so we get a bit more money. Tobacco usage will go down, but I don't particularly care. Actually, that's surely a good thing, although it doesn't have like vaping stuff in here. Welfare minister resigns. There's a stress epidemic, which is not good, and a credit rating has been downgraded. So we probably need to hire our... Why is all these pictures not there? It's weird because I was getting some random crashes the other day with this one, and now for some reason there's no pictures there. So I need to hire someone who is, hang on, in welfare minister. We'll hire a welfare minister. Let's see, desired jobs, welfare, there we go, and 4.7 military power, diplomatic power, what's it called, political power, sorry, political capital. Let's increase our alcohol tax as well to 30%, obviously that'll reduce alcohol consumption. Tobacco will, oh, we can't make that go up as well, but I'm trying to, look at my deficit, it's huge. How's air travel? It's still going down. Our oil supply is going down. I'm messing this up, aren't I? How am I totally managing to mess everything up? Let's have a look at our... Oh, technology backwater is going down. Good news, everyone. Uncompetitive economy was going down, but now it's not. Productivity, apparently, has increased. We've increased productivity. That's good. That's good. Obviously, labour laws. Health is drastically reducing this as well. You can see that everything's connected. Asthma epidemic's going up. How is overall health? Car usage obviously is causing this. The environment's going down, as you might imagine. Yeah. End the turn, because I want to increase this tax here. There's a capitalist plot to kill us. That's not good. Positive discrimination. We can pass a law to positively discriminate against people. Let's pass the law, because again, we're going against rational thought here. Let's go for a bit of tobacco tax. Let's increase that right up to about there. Alright. You can also cancel the policy as well. What about this? This is our petrol tax. We reduced that to nothing. So our, you know, we should be increasing that, but it's not. I don't know why. International trade is increasing it. GDP will increase it. High earnings is going up. Basically, earnings are going down. I think it's because of wages. I think it's, honestly, I think wages are going down mainly because of immigration, unemployment, and labour laws. If I sort them out there, then middle earnings and other thing will go up, which means plane travel will increase. Okay, right, so let's go for border controls. We'll do the opposite way. Oh, we'll revert the change because I don't have enough political capital. End the turn. Right, capitalist plot again. Thanks for the advice. Freedom of information, we will reject proposal. No information for you. What we'll do, we'll max out border controls so we're not letting anyone in. And then we will end the turn because I'm running out of political capital again. Another capitalist plot. Yes, I'm aware. Crime's going down. Poverty is going down. We need to increase our I guess... Technology grants would be good, but that's going to cause a problem. Foreign investor tax break. Investment overseas seems incredibly unpatriotic. Trade Council? Increase international trade. Aha! Right, we'll do that one. Max that out. International trade going up is good. So we want to increase, as I said, the middle income. And you can see that's going up there. Income tax is really hitting that hard. 41% it's currently on, but I can't really reduce it a lot. If I cancel the policy, it'll cost us 141 billion a quarter. But let's reduce it to... How's my economy? It's already in the tank, to be honest with you. It's already wrecked at the moment. We could... God, look at all the things that capitalists don't like. I think that I've never actually seen... Well, I've never personally done it. I've never seen anyone play it so they actually make the capitalists happy. I don't think that's possible. And I don't know whether that's a comment on capitalists or whether it's just the way it is. What's this? Limited automated trading. If we say... You can say, basically have automated trading on the stock market. That will increase our GDP and make the capitalist and wealthy income go up. So let's do that. Let's sort that right out. My current percentage is probably absolutely garbage. Our current value is 1%. Oh my good grief. This is the worst I've ever done, but I am forcing it to be a bit crap. Let's go for that tax minister there. That's cool. We'll go for next. And again, there's a capitalist plot. Thanks for the advice. Crime is going up. There's people smuggling. We now allow them to stay, deport them back. We'll just deport them. GDP is increasing. Oh, good. Right, okay. So how are we doing for deficit? Deficit's going down. Okay, cool. Right, so what else do we want? Oil price is steadily going up. Maybe I did too. Well, the main problem with this game, not this game, but the main problem with me is that I try to do things too fast. So I go, right, we'll introduce, turn one, day one in office, space program, and I tend to mess things up quite badly. We could, if we really want to, go to this whole currently creationism versus evolution. Both systems are currently taught. We could, if we put that down to creationism only, then obviously liberals won't like that, religious will like that, and technology backwater will massively increase. We don't want to increase our technology backwater. In fact, as you can see, it's actually going down because of science funding. But science funding, I guess, is going to be feeding into our CO2 levels massively going up. We want to increase... where is it? What's that? Energy efficiency? Energy efficiency is actually going down and slowly going back up again. Okay, we're trying to hover it. We're trying to get a nice balance. What else can we tax? Can we tax something else? Micro-generational grants, we definitely don't want that because that increases energy efficiency. Automation tax, we don't want that as well. Internet currency taxation. We could do that. Recreational drugs tax, public tax returns, punitive tax on superstores. So that's... basically like things like massive mega marts and stuff. You can, tax them. That would probably be quite good, but then it might cause a bit of problems because we're trying to mess this thing up as much as possible. Keep the country tidy campaign. You could argue it is a company. Hey. Actually, let's check. Let's check on transport. We haven't really messed around with transport much. Telecommuting initiative, no. Rail subsidies, no. Monorail system, no. Fuel efficiency standards, no. Where's the one that says satellite road pricing? That was road pricing for car use, which gives local authorities fine control of reducing congestion without burdening motorists in more rural areas. Toll roads? Quickly, motorists tend to see them as just another form of taxation, whereas commuters appreciate not being charged for roads they seldom use. Close airports completely. Wow, that's extreme, isn't it? There's not the other way. There tends to be like forcing one way, but there's not things like force usage of all cars or something like that, which is a bit insane, obviously. But things like closed airports, you could argue, is a little bit insane as well. What should we do? Farmland acquisition program. We have acquired farmlands to food supply of the country. Means foreign brokers deal with developed nations. Our extensive support nations struck in poverty while crops can grow and the country is fertile. So, what can we do to increase? Air travel's going up. Deficit's going down. I'm just going to end the turn. I'm going to end the turn. Just get more political capital and see if we can do some more stuff. There's an ethnic plot now, apparently, want to kill me. Same-sex marriage. We can either ban it or allow it. I think we will ban it, because, again, we're going against all rational thought here. Although, some people disagree. You know what? I don't really care. Married, get married. Whatever. Marriage, I don't really see. Whatever. Let's go for... Diversity quotas for companies, National Business Council. That is good for GDP and the capitalist likers as well. Deficit is currently going down. That's good. That's good. Small business grants. Again, that set up small businesses, which helps GDP. So that's good. End the turn. Come on, are we... another ethnic plot, thank you for that. We've got... Oh, good grief, I've never seen that one before. We've got a GDP going down, unemployment going down, message from Minister. We've got a skills shortage, which is not good because education is not being increased. We need to do that one. Gridlock, a new situation is developed. So GDP is going down, traffic congestion is going up. We need to... Car usage obviously is flying up onto the... Look at that, it's massively increasing there. But road building is going right down. However, how is our oil? Oil is... I've only just leveled it off. That's problematic. That's oil... What's this? Oil supply is... See, oil supply goes up, but we don't really care about oil supply. We need oil demand. And oil demand is only just leveling off. I guess increasing bus usage would help with that as well and help reduce congestion a bit. If you max bus lanes out, that will reduce motorists and bus usage will go up, but then that's still oil as well, I guess. So that'll do it quite well. We'll go for schools. We're going to have to max it out, and obviously that'll hopefully reduce our skill shortage. This is the worst I've ever done at this game, honestly. Here we go. So, election results. Let's see what happens. And... Ah, I've fecked that up, haven't I? And I've finished my cup of tea as well. So, I've... Your activist turnout 0%. Player turnout 42%. I've got 4% of the vote. The opposition have got 73%. That is officially the worst I've ever done. Breakdown. Basically, everybody hates me. You know what? You know what? I think that would have been a better challenge. Try and make everybody hate me and everything I did. I've managed to piss off everybody in the country. Wow. Well, I did say I was trying to go against what I thought was, well, me personally and also rational thought. But yeah, that's balls that up right good and strong, isn't it? Oh, good grief. Anyway, links in the description so you can check the game out yourself. It's one of those games, as I said, I shouldn't like, but I do. I like messing around with it just like this. It's good to force things and try and do things one way, do it the other, whatever. And also... it does make you see different sides of things, which is always good, you know. Knowledge is always good, and, you know, getting presented with these different ideas is quite good. They say, you know, travel broadens the mind, you know, and that's, you know, this is just another way of doing things. Showing different ways and different ways of thinking is always a good thing, I think. Anyway, links in the description, as I said. Thank you very much for watching. Comments in the comments, and generic partings.